Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee. This is Coffee and Art in the Morning, a live show on Ustream with a live chat, mostly awake people. And I already did a book chat episode, and now we're going to move on to some more inks. I did pick up a couple more colors. So, real quick, I say real quick, I did this page this morning in my journal. I showed it this morning, and I did post it on Twitter and Instagram. And I hashtagged NASA. Well, for those of y'all who don't know, Ustream streams NASA, so I just kind of threw that in there. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and swatch the colors real quick, and then I want to do a couple more drips. And I do have an idea for another poster. I know we still have the other ones, only so much time, but I like to keep new ideas fresh when they come to me. So we're going to keep moving on. Not that we won't get back to the other ones. So anyway, it is a rainy, thundering kind of day, so I won't have light fluctuating, so that'll be kind of nice. All right, so let's see. Let me just get a little tray here. I did do swatched in a traveler's notebook the previous new inks that I bought, and then I added white to them and showed them with a pastel tint to each one. I'm not going to do the pastel tint today. I just want the true on colors before I do more drippage and try to turn that into an art piece. So first, I'm just going to, and I'll kind of let's do not necessarily in any particular order, but I'm also going to do the Liquitex ones. I have 4 Liquitex ones, so I'm going to add those in there too. So let's start with the yellows, oranges, and reds. And that'll probably end up going toward magenta here. I got a couple of reds and magentas. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep them in the blue and greens and the red, yellow, and oranges. And I'm only going to do a swatch. So it shouldn't take, well, let me move my water tray. Here's my water. Don't laugh. Don't judge. Don't judge my my water box, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm going to just but I need it close to clean the brush in between each and every swipe. Let me get a nice flat brush here. Let's see. Here we go. That'll work. All right, so I'm going to zoom in 1 here. 2 maybe. Okay. I hope that's not too bright, but we'll go with this. Okay, Melody, I know. What time? Tell us what time it is right now where you are. What time is it? Are you 12 hours ahead? Or not quite as far as Australia? 10 hours? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to start with the yellow. I'm going to start with the lightest one. I am going to shake them. You're probably not supposed to shake the plain inks. You do have to shake the metallic ones or the frosty ones. The pearlescence. There we go. Okay, so I am going to, let's just do a double page here because that should hold it all. Okay, so there's the yellow. See, look how much is left just from that one swatch. I'll go back and write the names on them. I'll just try to keep them in order because I don't want to take the time. I want to do all the swatching, then I'll write the names. And whether it's an FW ink or whether it's one of my 4 Liquitex ones. Okay, so here again, I've got to clean my brush between each one. Okay, then the next one here, I literally need a drop. And I could probably just put it right on, I might just be able to do that. Just put a drop there. Let's see what that does. I'm not even squeezing anything out. I'm just touching. I think I can just do that. Let's just go with that. Just touch the color to the, okay. And I'm going to clean the brush. And now I'm going to go with, this is the Liquitex one. And 2 of them, I think, my stopper is broken. So I'll just have to dip in there. Okay, this one is almost the exact same. Okay, let me just put a little L next to that, so I know that one's Liquitex and not FW. What are you using the palette there? Oh, this was where I swatched them in my traveler's journal, but I got some new colors since I swatched them. And then I added white to each color. So each color I had white added to, which I'm not doing right now. I just want the pure colors. Okay, so I'm going to keep lining them up here. Okay, then the next one is an orange. See, look, it just doesn't take much. They go a long way. Okay. And I could try to read you some of them, but I do have to get the magnifying glass. This is one of the new colors I got, the orange one. So the tag is still covering up the color. This one is... What is that orange? I kind of scraped the first letter. Flame orange. That's flame orange. Okay, then we're going to go into scarlet. And remember, these were all $1.49 at Hobby Lobby. Well, except for the Liquitex. The Liquitex I've had for a long time. Well, a while. Okay. Hear the thunder out there, guys? Okay, so that one is scarlet. All right, next. This is a Liquitex one. I mean, I'm just touching it, and it's way more than I need. Okay, this Liquitex one is Naphthol Crimson. Naphthol Crimson. I know I'm saying that wrong. Okay, now let's go over here. I want a little room for writing purposes, so I'm going to kind of, if it takes 3 or 4 pages, then that's fine. Okay, this one, it's gone into a magenta, I think. I think I still had a little water in my brush. Let me put a little more out there, because it's a little more saturated than that. A little water in my brush. This one is, this is one of the things, oh no, there it is. Processed magenta. And I got another red there too, but here, I'm going to go with this Liquitex one here. Oh, I got to put an L next to this one. Was it this one? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one was Liquitex. Okay, this one. Look at that bright one. Okay, that's the Liquitex one. Like I said, I only have 4 of them. And that's Quinacridone Magenta. Another tongue twister. Then this is the last red. And this one is, I'm trying to get all the excess water out of my brush here before I go with it. Or is that the same one? Maybe I got 2 of the same. No, this is crimson. Okay, this is, the other one was scarlet. This is crimson. And again, I got a little water in my brush, so it's a little more vibrant than that. Okay. There's all the reds. All right, let me shuffle. See if I can get the greens, the blues, and then I got a gray. I'm going to try to keep them in order because I want to write them all down. All right. I feel like I'm playing chess. All right, let's see. I know I bought an extra Payne's Gray, so I know I have 2 Payne's Gray. This is black. This is cool gray. So there's a gray, a black. Because I don't want to swatch Payne's Gray twice. What is this? Where's my... They're so tiny. Yeah, all right, there's the double Payne's Gray. There's a purple, some blues here. Okay, that's 2 separate blues. Yeah, blue, indigo, marine, a teal. What's this one again? Okay, got indigo. Then I got 2 browns here. Well, orangey. I'm going to go ahead and put those on here. Okay, now I think we got it I got them separated. I got them all separated right here. Okay, so then this one is I'll put 2 more on here. This one's almost a green brown. Where's my, oh, okay, so this one is red earth. Yeah, red earth. There's red earth. And then this one, it's kind of a green brown, but I'll put it on this page. It is, I think this is raw umber. Burnt umber? Yeah, burnt umber. Okay, so there's those. Are y'all still with the tour? As soon as I do the swatches, guys, we're going to do a project. So, but I wanted them all mapped out so I can pick quickly the colors I want. Because some of these bottles, look, you can't tell what color they are. They all look the same. And I'm constantly trying to get a magnifying glass out to see what they are. All right, let me dry these. Yeah, terracotta, this one's kind of terracotta, yeah, for sure. And they look really pretty with white. They make them very pastel, opaque pastel, which I swatched in one of my traveler's journals. But I didn't have all the colors when I did the white. I just want to make sure it's dry enough so when I turn the page, they're not mixing colors. Okay, so now let's go to the blues and greens. All right, so I'm going to start with the greens. And I got this green and the purple are pearlescent. I have 2 pearlescent, FW pearlescent. And I think this is one that hang on, let me just get a clean brush here. So this, whoops, I dripped it. This is the pearlescent green, which is like a citron green. And I got it right there. Hang on. Making a drippy mess. Okay, pearlescent green, which is like a citron there. Then we got... It's like South Carolina. Yeah, well, Georgia red clay too, Connie. Yeah, Georgia red clay. Okay, and then this one is, again, guys, I'm trying to sort of keep them together. And antelope brown, which is like a green brown. It's, I love this color. It's kind of like a rich gold brown. It's called antelope. Okay, then I had a dark green. Yeah, here. Then this is, I think this is just called dark green. Yeah, this is just dark green, although it's kind of like a vibrant, like, oh, what's the green I'm thinking of? Let me put a little more so you can see a little more vibrancy there. Hey, Paula. And then, let's see, then we'll go into some of the blues. This is one of the new ones I bought. This is turquoise. And this one looks more opaque as well. Well, you know, most of us love our turquoise. So there's turquoise. And then this one, which is the L, the Liquitex. This is the last of my Liquitex ones. And it is, it's almost the exact same color, actually. It's a little different hue, but it's pretty. And this one's a little, the Liquitex one's a little more translucent. The FW is a little more opaque. Cerulean blue. Okay, now let's go over here. Just more blues. All right. we're almost done. We only got a few more. Okay. So this one, I need more on there. Make sure my brush is as dry as I can get it. This looks like an aquamarine. Let's see what it is. Oh, this is indigo? This is not the indigo I know. Indigo to me is more on the Payne's Gray side. dark, dark, but that's what they're calling indigo right there. Indigo. Then marine blue. This is marine blue. And it's a beautiful turquoise. This is a Xandra color right here. This is a mermaid color. I hope Xandra got that one. It was called marine blue. Look at that. I hope the camera's picking it up. I mean, I know it's bright, guys. Yeah, I know. I don't think that looks very indigo to me either. Okay, then let's see. We got Prussian blue. And that is more indigo right there. That's closer to the indigo I know. I mean, it's still a little bright, but it's closer than that. That's just, we all have our opinions on it. Okay, so then the next one, let's see, I should have a cool gray, a Payne's gray, a black, and, the purple. Okay. Okay, let me get one more on here. Let's go with cool gray. So I want to get cool gray on here, which is looking warm to me. We'll see. Looks pretty. And again, I got a little bit of water in my brush, so let me try to give it another dab here. Let's make sure I get the right one. Yeah. I don't know. This looks more like a warm gray to me, but I'm not the namer of them. Okay, so then I have three more. We'll do the last three on the next page. Can y'all hear the thunder? Oh, I should have let it. No, they're not bleeding through. But this paper is pretty nice paper. It's not, this paper, well, I did the other ones. I did the other swatches on just like printer paper in a traveler's journal. It didn't bleed through. So, yeah. Well, let me dry it first so they don't, cross-contaminate. Yeah, I thought I shook the indigo, but I'll check, Pocola. Yeah, that's good. I'll make sure I did shake it. And I'll go back and write the names. I'll try to keep them in order. I don't know. I'll test them if I need to. Okay, let me check that one. Let me check my indigo again. Yeah, let me shake it and make sure. Now I'm going to be putting a second coat on there, so of course it's going to be darker because I'm putting a second coat, which you can always do, It doesn't take much. These babies are very concentrated. It's still the same. See, it's another layer, but it's not that. Okay, so there's indigo. Then I got two grays and a purple. Let's see. No, I did the cool gray. Let's see. There's Payne's gray, black. What's this one? Oh, I have another gray. Wait. Is that the same one I just did? Yeah, okay. I need to shake cool gray because cool gray is like a silver. And it's got the pearlescent in there. So let's put another layer of cool gray on there. Now it's going to look cool gray. It had a shimmer to it that I didn't shake up. So the cool gray is kind of like a silver. It doesn't say pearlescent on it, like the green says pearlescent, and what was the other one? It's the purple. The purple is pearlescent. So I got a black, Payne's gray, and purple left. All right, let me dry that again. It's just a square journal. I've had it for a long time, Paula. I'm not sure. I can see if it says who makes it, but I just pulled it off my shelf of journals to start another sketchbook in. Hang on. I'll look and see. I've already put a business card in it in the back, and so I've had it for a long time. Um, I did this in it this morning. On the inside front cover, I'll read it again. Hang on. All right, let me just take my paper towel here and dab up the excess so I can go ahead and turn the page. I did this in this morning on the inside front cover with my Leonardo da Vinci quote, and I just wrote it with a white Posca. It's not brush lettering. It's not thick and thin. It's just with the thin Posca pen that Connie sent. Ooh, it's really, can y'all hear that? It's really coming down and really windy. The thin set of Poscas, so that's what I use to write with. And it says, once you have tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. For there you have been, and there you will always long to return. Leonardo da Vinci. Oh my gosh. It is really a blowing out there. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? It's not thundering right now, but the wind. Okay, so let's do these last three. Let me shake up the purple. Your FW Indigo is almost black? Weird. I don't know, Picola. Your indigo is really dark too? Did I read it wrong? I don't think I did. Let's see. Maybe I didn't read it right, guys. I could have not. No, that's the marine. Okay, here we go. That's the Prussian. Where's the indigo? It says indigo. Okay, so whoa. Did I shake up that purple enough? I think so. The purple is one of the couple that I have that are the pearlescent. So it's going to be more translucent. And now, once it dries, you can put another layer. You know, maybe that's why they're on clearance. I don't know, guys. And then here is, that's black. I want the Payne's Gray. Here's Payne's Gray, which is a blue. I love Payne's Gray. And again, I do have a tiny bit of water in my brush. So there's Payne's Gray. Okay, and then the last one is black, which I wonder if Hubster's still out. He was going to go out. I don't know if he did. Okay, now my black looks almost the same as the Payne's Gray. Of course, there's a little water, and that's a first layer. My black is usually, it's very, very black. So I'm not sure, did I shake it enough? Let's make sure I shook it enough. I think that's fine there. Maybe I didn't shake my black here. Yeah, there we go. Because my black is very, it's normally very black. But it's still got a blue tint to it. Can y'all see that? If you dipped it with a pen or a brush and were writing with it, it would be very black. But because it could be mislabeled, I don't know, Janet. Okay. I just want the swatches for my own reference so I know what I'm reaching for. So that's all of them. I might go back and add white to each one like I did before. So you can, not now, because I want to get on with the project. Hey Laura, I want to get on with the project. Hey, welcome Jean. If y'all can hear the thunder and the rain. No, it's not pearlescent black. It's just black. Yeah. So anyway, and the black is blacker. You know, you saw when I swatched it there. If I was doing it with a brush, look, let me show you. That's a Payne's Gray. Yeah, here. Come on. Did I put it on so tight I can't open it? Let me just get a brush here and just go right into it. See how black that is? And I'm going over a second layer there. Some of it's probably the paper absorption. You know, I can do another layer over them. Like here, let me go back with Payne's Gray. Yeah, here's Payne's Gray. And just do a, clean my brush well here. So here's Payne's Gray with like a solid color. That's with thickness of it. I mean, a lot of it. You know, the other was more, you know, I put some down and then I drug it out, right? So you can see how dark it gets when you layer it up. Okay, let me dry this again. Hang on. Now let me see if it says what kind of journal this is. I think it's a 9 by 9. It's a square. I think it's a 9 by 9. And then I have these pages. I can add the white here, do some testing. I'll write the names out, kind of like I did in that traveler's test thing, you know, where I did some tests. Okay, so let me see. There's my, it's a sea white of Brighton. That's what it says on the back. And I don't know how old it is. So, yeah. Okay, so there we go. There's some tests. It's just a square journal. I'm just going to use it for a sketchbook and, you know, whatever. Okay, so now let's go. Let me back out the camera again because we're going to go with poster size. Okay. All right, so now what I want to do, I have a plan. I have a plan for a project I want to do, but let me look up a photograph real quick. Let me look up a reference because I want to kind of go with a reference in color. That's all it says, sea white. Sea, what would I say it was? Sea bright? Wait. It's sea white of Brighton. That's what it says on the back, so I don't know. It's a square 9 by 9. Okay, let me look this up. It's not, the paper's not anything special, guys. It's not any kind of special paper that I could tell. You know, it's just, you know, it's not thin as printer paper, but it's a decent weight. Okay, hang on. I want to look up a picture here. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. See which one I want to go with. Do I want to go with that? Let me pick out 2 or 3. This one's a good one. Okay, and just maybe I'll just go with 2. Let me just pick 2. Because otherwise I'll be flipping pictures all day. I don't want to do that. But there's some good pictures of what I want to do. Hang on. And this one maybe. All right. Now, let me look at my colors that I want to pick. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to set my picture there because I want to try to, I'm going to do drippage, but I want to do it kind of a controlled, a little bit, so that it turns out like I want. So, let me get my swatches here again. Let me see what colors I want. This is the purpose of why I did the swatches, so I could look at it and see what colors I wanted to pick for this particular project. So I want the orange. Oh, I didn't put the lid all the way back on that one. That would have been bad news. Okay, so I want the orange. I want the terracotta kind of color, or maybe both of these, the yellow and the orange. Maybe I need the bright. No, I don't need the brighter. Maybe I need this one though. Maybe though. Nah, I'll go with all FW. And then I need a nice dark red. I need, what's the one right before terracotta? The terracotta. And then which blue do I want? I really need the darkest blue. I'm almost going to have to go with maybe Payne's Gray. I don't want indigo. I want a gray blue. So maybe I'll go with Payne's Gray. I might have to add some more blue to it, but we'll see. And I could use just a touch of this blue, which was the marine blue. No, that's the marine blue. Hang on. I've got them mixed up already. Prussian blue? I guess it was the Prussian blue. Okay. I think that's... Oh, and I need a red. Okay, which red? I need the reddest red, I think. I think I need crimson red. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. So these are the colors I'm going to use for the idea. And we're going to see how it turns out. Because it's going to be drippage, right? Oh, I need some paper towels under here. So I'm going to start with a drip thing. And then what I'm going to do is dry it. Probably get some coffee. And then we're going to turn it into a drawing. Maybe. That's the plan. Okay, they're all mixed up again, so I'm not gonna... Okay. So, let's see. And I gotta do it kind of quick because I don't want them sinking into the paper real fast before I can spritz it, right? So, hang on. I'm not gonna look at chat for just a minute while I try to organize my drippage. Okay, then that's the blue. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to try to get this. All right, let's see what happens. So I want some red there. Orange. Yellow. Maybe a little more yellow there. And then some blue down here. Okay, I might have to take a minute and spray because otherwise they're going to sink in. Okay, and then back to the orange. That might be too much. Probably is. Back to the paints. Okay, I need quite a bit over here. Payne's Gray. I'll let y'all try to guess what I'm going to do here. And then I need a little bit of the blue down here. And I think we're done. Okay. Hopefully this will run like I want it to. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to need more blue right there. Payne's Gray. I can tell already. But this will be an initial. Okay, now let's go back to the indigo. That's Payne's Gray. Maybe I just Payne's Gray. I need more. I need quite a bit over here. I need that to be thicker and run. Of course, we can always paint in, right? We can always paint in whatever we don't want. Okay. I'm going to give kudos to anybody that can guess what I want to turn this into. I'll give y'all a minute while I go get some coffee. If you can guess what this is going to be, let me kind of sop up the edges here. If you can guess what this is going to be, I'll send you a post of an art card or something. Paula got it. Oh my gosh. You got it, Paula. Okay, Paula's getting an art card. Good, Paula. Awesome. I didn't think that anybody would really guess it, but Paula did. I'm not going to say out loud what it is yet, but Paula guessed it. I don't want to say yet what it is. So if anybody's watching, you know. Okay, so let me go get a... Good, Paula. All right, let me go get some coffee. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. right back, guys. Oh, wait. Let's put Andy here. That means that's a BRB. Okay. Okay, I had to make coffee, so I just grabbed some juice. In the meantime, let me make a note here. Okay. Alrighty. Back at it. I know, right? So let me dry. Let's move my colors right here in front because I'll probably have to dip into them again for more detail. I'm going to need more blue though. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to need more indigo. Payne's gray. I just know because I know what I'm doing here. I really want a lot. I want a lot. There we go. There's a good drip. I want a lot of that. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh, I'm going to need some more paper towels. Now, that's what I need. I thinned it out again too much. Added water and it made me a bigger blob like I want, but it thinned it out, so I'm going to have to add more to get it dark again. So let me dry that because I don't want it to soak through. It'll soak through, but because of the water. So I don't want it to, Hey, Miko! Anybody else I missed? All right. I'm just making sure I'm getting Payne's gray and not one of the other blues. Okay, that should be enough. Just want it nice and dark right there. Okay, that's good. All right, let's dry that. Hey, Suzanne! Suzanne, you got the rain up your way? It's pouring here. There's quite a bit there. I might have to blobby that up. Hang on. It's going to take a while. Just maybe soak up a little of that. There we go. has to be dry before I take a pen to it, you know. I'll probably have to sop it up again. I'll take a sip of cranberry juice while I'm doing this. All right, let me get a paper towel and make sure I get any excess here because, again, I gotta make sure everything's really dry before I go with pen because it'll just ruin a pen in a heartbeat, right? See, even the red's not dry. Okay. See right there, it's still wet right there. All right, maybe. We'll see. Oh, it was? And that was down because of the weather? Yeah. It's pretty much the bulk of it, the first weight, you know, the heavy parts blown through here. It's going to rain all day, but I think the actual stormy part's gone through here, Suzanne. Okay, so other than the ink on the hands, which I'll worry about later. Okay, so now, let's move some stuff out of the way here. Got my water. I need another paper towel or two. Oh, I know one thing I'll send to Paula for guessing. I mean, I'll send her an art card too. She might already have this. She probably already has everything I could show her. But with the art card, Paula, I'll send you. I got these at these were some of the Hobby Lobby dollar. These were $1 stickers. See, they're stickers. But look, I'll send you some of these, Paula. Hopefully it'll make it better than the ruler did. Okay, so now let me get my little reference drawing up here. I really should get my iPad. So much easier to see for me. I'll see what I can do with this though. Uh-oh, I got some ink splotches on my phone. Can't have that. Should have moved it. Okay, let's see. It's not bad. They're tiny, little scrapable. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All right, hang on. Turn my phone off for a minute and scrape those off. All right. You got you a ruler, Connie? Good. Yeah, I sent one to Paula and one to Wee Hootie, and they both broke. I should have packaged them better. I didn't think that would be, you know, I didn't know I was going to have to, like, bubble wrap them, but I guess I should have. Okay, let me go to my photos now. Let's see here. I saved a couple. Here we go. All right, so now I'm gonna just go ahead and draw with pen. We're gonna just, you know, we're gonna go with it. Oh gosh, I got lots of water over here. Okay, now, what pen do I want to use? Just want to use a Sharpie pen to start with. See if this one's working. Yeah. I'm going to draw thin at first because, you know, I'm going to draw a pen. So I want to be able to change my mind as I go. So let's see. Y'all probably guess. Oh, you probably just saw my picture. I was trying not to let y'all see because I want y'all to try to guess. Well, Paula already guessed it, so. All right, so here we go. Let's see what I can draw. I'm just going to, you might not be able to see much right now. Let's make sure this pen's working. I'm just going to draw with a pen here. Hopefully my pen doesn't get ruined on a blob of ink. But if it does, it's not like this is my only one. Right? So I'm not looking at chat for just a minute. So I'm just kind of sketching it out. I'm going to try not to even lift my pen much anyway. I'm just going to work it here. All right, now I've got to know where I'm going though. Okay. I have another reference for the bottom half. So. Okay. I'm going to have littler ones in there. I'm going to put some white in there. Okay. See, I can tell my pen's giving out. It's going, no, not on top of that acrylic. All right, now I need the other half, so let's see here. Something like this. I'll get that later. Okay. So, let's see if y'all can see. And I'll tell you now what it is. If you don't see it. So Paula guessed it. It's a rooster. That's what I was going for. So now what I want to do, I kind of have it mapped out. So what I want to do is kind of add a little bit more ink, paint it in, and and we're gonna go with it's a chicken. Yeah, it's a rooster. Yeah. Okay. So now Paula guessed it. She's getting a treat. She got it right. All right. So Kimberly goes, it's a chicken. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Let's play. Let's play a little. All right. Let me make my picture a little bigger. All right, so I think I'll start with a little bit of this. And I do need something to squirt it out on. Hang on. What do I do with that little tray? Ah, here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put out a little bit of orange, a little bit of the yellow orange, Indian yellow, I think that one is. And so that it doesn't dry out. Oh, and let me do the red. Let's see. Oh no, I also need a little bit of this earth red color and a little bit of true red, either crimson or what is it I used? Crimson? Was it crimson? Yeah. So let me get these reds. So I'm going to start with this. Oh, I can mix them. You can mix them, you know. They're mixable. And I might go, let's just go ahead and put a little white. And I'm just using this gesso because I bought it for $4. Bob Ross, it's so funny because the Bob Ross stuff, all Bob Ross stuff was on clearance. And this is normally $17. I got it for $4 and $4.24. So I bought it for that. It was the last one. But when I went back to get a couple more of these ink colors, every single bit, all the brushes, every Bob Ross product was completely sold out. Let me get a baby wipe. Thanks, Tink. All right, so I'm not gonna, paint it all. I want to keep it, loose like this, but it does need a little bit more definition. So I'm gonna just kind of do it real, real loose and kind of free, because I want most of the details I'm gonna add. Gonna add a little bit of white. Most of the details that I want to do are going to be with the pen, the feathers, the details. I want it all to be with black Sharpie or whatever pen I can muster up over the top of this acrylic. So most of it's, going to be pen work. So I want to keep it loose. Know what I mean, Vern? Like, really, that's pretty much enough. This little waddle there. And a little bit of a beak. Okay, now I'm going to work my way down from the head up here. So I want to keep that drippy look, because that's what attracted me to the idea of these of the rooster, was that. Uh-oh. An ambulance or a fire truck out there. Okay, I need some brighter yellow. Did I not? What yellow did I use? I guess I just used this. But I could use some brighter. Let me just add some white to that. Hey, honey, how's it going? Are you going out now?
Yeah, it looks like your coffee pot is conked out, so I'm going to buy one when I go out.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll turn mine on if you want to go down and use the K-cup.
I don't want that. You can turn it off. I don't want a Keurig. I don't like the taste of it. Thank you. He was going to go out, get some cold medicine and whatever. A couple things at the store. And now he's going to have to buy me a coffee pot, I guess you heard. I just use the cheap Mr. Coffee. No fancy coffee pot, just, you know. And I've been known to have to boil it if the electricity goes out. He's feeling better, Susan. Thank you. You like the rooster? The rooster, aka chicken. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, back to the little bit of the earth red color here. Down its back, you know. A little more of the orange. I'll fill these feathers in a little. Because I didn't get any drip right here. But I think just doing this makes it look like part of the drips. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, guys. We're winging it. Winging. Okay, so it needs a little more red in here. And then it needs, oh, I didn't pull out any Payne's Gray. I'm going to probably need Payne's Gray and a lighter blue. Let's see how light it is when I add white. Thanks, Natty. Could you do this on black paper? No, I don't think the inks wouldn't show up. You could do it on black paper with pencil, but not with the inks. The inks they're too translucent. You have to have something opaque to go on black paper. See how blue that is with white. It's not going to be bright enough. I'm going to need a brighter blue. Let's just try this what they're calling indigo. I need a white with a blue that's not gray or as gray. I need a little bit brighter. So there we go. Just a little right in here, feather itch. I guess you could hear that garage door. Just need that little bit of light blue in there and back here on some of these back feathers. But I'm going to need white right in here. Okay, going to get some more. What did I say that was the indigo one? I didn't mix up enough. I don't know why I'm painting with this little tiny brush. I really don't. That's like, I could be painting with something 5 times as big. Let me get something over there. I don't know why I got that. And paint with this. See how quick that is? So much faster. I gotta do the dark ones first. All right. Let's go back to the indigo. Need a little more indigo. I mean Payne's gray. You like those? Thanks, wee hootie. I need a little bit more, I think, because I have to have this dry before I can do the lighter colors on top with the opaqueness, I mean. I want it to be kind of abstract. I mean, it's not really abstract, but it's kind of like free form. It looks, I gotta fix his back right there. He doesn't look like he has a back. Okay. Let's make him look like he's connected to himself. He's gonna be a funny one. All right, let me dry this so we can add some more stuff to him. Yes, abstract realism. There you go, Jean. I want him to be kind of fun and funky, you know. I gotta add the bottom part of him. That'll bring him down here more. But I kind of wanted his feet to fit on here, but his feet aren't gonna fit on here. Let me get a little more, Payne's gray. I made him too, he'll be too stumpy, so, yeah. See, his legs got to come down here, which means his feet are going to be off the page, which that's just the way it is, you know. So I'll have to kind of paint out where I drew his feet in, because it's not enough room for his feet. I mean, I guess I could have him have a little stumpy legs, but we'll have to work on that after a while. All right, now I do want, there's some drips there. I want drips. I did a different brush though. Let's see. All right, let's see what I got here. Let's go with some blue here in the. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. Then I'll have to dry this and we can add detail and stuff with pen, which is the kind of fun, slow process part. I want to be strategic with these splats. Don't email me, Jean. All right. Now a little bit of the yellow maybe. Let's put a little more yellow out. Put some yellow spots so it doesn't look like, I don't want red spots. I don't want him to look like, I mean, it's already got drippage, like he looks like he already might be dinner. Okay. All right, let's dry. I'm going to dry it well. So, give me a minute. It's going to take a minute. Fast forward if you're watching the recording. All right, let's move the shadows there. The drippy rooster. Stand them in tall grass. Well, I'm just going to leave the drips. Because I want pin detail. I've got to put more light blue feathers over here on top of the dark when the dark is dry. Which I should have done that before I did the splatter. But, uh-oh, I'm smearing here. You like that, Gene? I see you laughing. But it's got to be really, really dry before I start going in here with pen. And I can always go back and add more splatters when I'm done. Okay, hang on. Let me go make sure he turned that coffee pot off. I think I smell it. Hang on. Yeah, it's off. I guess it's just now creepy. The smell's just creeping up here from 5 minutes ago. All right, so let's see. I'm looking. Let me get a paper towel and just make sure everything's blotted, and then I can always go back over it again with the heat gun, because it's got to be completely 100% dry, or your pen's just going to clog. Okay, that's good. All right, one more dry. And one more light blue here. Remember, I'm adding white, so it's making it light blue. Hear the thunder? Okay, let me look at those feathers there. Essence of rooster feathers. Really could have some more coming back out here, but not too much. Okay, that's good. That's plenty, I think, because I gotta put some white in there too. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, I'm done. That's dry. I wish it was in here in Minnesota. He might need a little bit more while I'm looking at him. See, I'm thinking, concentrating. Let me get a little bit more indigo, a little less water in my brush. Make sure it's, Payne's gray. See, the Payne's gray looks like an indigo color, a gray, blue gray. He needs a little more thickness to his body. He looks a little thin. He needs a little more bulk. He's a little thin through here, but it is kind of going up into his feathers, so I guess we'll work with that. Has some longer feathers there. Something like this. He looks a little thin right in here. Okay. All right, we'll go with that. I keep saying we'll go with that, and then we add more. He has been jogging, chasing those hands. My sister has a rooster story. And it seems lately I've seen a lot of people getting chased by roosters on, on the, people post the funny animal things and all that. Hang on, let me do this and I'll tell you. So I think what I'll start out with is maybe just a brush, ink and brush, to get the thickness done before I go into the detail. So let's go ahead and let me get my black. All right, so anyway, my sister lived out in the country. Well, she still does. That's gray. Where's my black? But when she was raising her boys, they always had animals. They grew corn. They had all kinds of stuff. Anyway, but they had chickens and roosters. All right, this is one that the dropper. Where's my pipette? Where's my pipette? Let's pipette out some black ink here. I gotta clean the pipette out. And they had a rooster named Roost, and they called it Roosty. Mean. And Jody, my sister, would run the field for exercise. She'd run the big field. Well, Roosty was always like waiting on her when she came around the bend and getting close to home. Roosty would be there nipping. Roosters are mean. They can be mean. Nipping at her heels when she was trying to jog the field. So one day her boys came home. Mom, we got something horrible to tell you. It's just terrible. It's horrible. She goes, what is it? Roosty's dead. Roosty's dead. And Jody had to pretend, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. She... Okay, so I got a thin brush here. But roosters are mean. Yeah, roosters can be mean. Okay, so let me see what I want to do around. I don't want to have a lot of thick black anywhere, but I do want some. And then I'll go in with the thin pen to do like individual feathers and stuff. And I don't know how detailed I want to get. We'll see. This was the main thing. I wanted to get the drips and all that done. All right, so let's see here. So I'm just going to use black ink on a brush for a minute. Let me see here. Let's zoom in a little. How's that? Is that better? Now let me move my black ink over here close to me so I can get at it. And let's see how focused we are. Let's focus it again. It's not wanting to focus. Hang on. Come on. Focus, Roosty. Focus. pretty good. Okay, so I want just some areas to have some nice thick lines or thicker lines. Oops, sorry. Now, I'm not trying to get every wrinkle in this waddle, but I do want, some definition. Beady Eye Rooster. Don't say that around Beady Eye Beth. I just want a little bit of darker areas, say like that. And I'm going to have to keep moving it around, so. Because most of it's going to be tiny pin work. So what's everybody else working on today or doing today? See, he'll have some little chicken legs down here. Oh, see, all right, I'm so, I'm looking at chat. I'm so zoomed in now that you can't see where I'm going. I might be too zoomed in because I can't manipulate this big poster very well. Oh. See, his legs will be part of the drips. They'll be going off the page. Yoru was eaten by a coyote. Only on Cyprus and oh my gosh, Suzanne. On the bear scared us to death. We were out riding our four-wheeler and ran up on her, and the cub shot up a tree. Hubby was trying his best to get us turned around and telling me, don't get off this thing and try to pet those cubs. Mama was chomping her teeth. Well, I'm sure you weren't planning on going to do that, right? 3T? See, my ink is halfway in my way to moving my poster around. I have to keep moving my ink because I have to shuffle the poster around to get y'all in there. So what'd y'all do? Y'all just get back on the four-wheelers and hightail it out of there? That's what you'd say. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away with the thick black, because I want to get in there with the pen. My back feather's a little different there. Okay, that's probably enough with the thick black. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me dry this. Let me move this ink because I already stuck my hand in it 3 times. Don't want it going off the edge of the table though. Okay, wait. CB's story is, I have seen snakes, armadillos, possums, egrets, and other critters in your fence. Yeah, see, CB, you live close to my sister. Y'all practically are probably neighbors. You and my sister Jody, CB, are probably practically neighbors. I'm not kidding. So, yeah. So, you know what I think I'm going to try? I'm going to try, Connie sent me the fine point Posca set. I'm going to pull out the black and the white. Let's just play. Let's just see what we can do with our Poscas. We'll start with the white here, because he's got white tail feathers right in here. Because of this the fine point ones. And I'll hold it up as I can. Just want to kind of make sure and keep my tip clean. This should all be dry, hopefully. You don't want to do this when it's wet. You'll ruin your pens. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of detail and time. So I think I need to get out a chat pack question. We're going to be here a while. Know what I mean, Vern? Okay, so now I got to decide which ones I want to, do black, and do I want white? What I want to, like, and the real roosters, they're not going to have a lot of this white detail here that I'm going to put in, but I think it would look cool. So I'm going to do it because it's my rooster and I can do what I want. It's my roosty. So we might as well start with those big tail feathers. All right, let's see. Let's get let's get this one out here. Hang on. Let me reach over here and get it. I'm gonna step over. Okay. I'll get my Kenny chat pack out. I haven't seen Kenny. Where's Kenny been? All right, so these are called table topics. And I just pulled a handful of them out. They come in a box like this, So table topics. Let's see what we got here. Is my chat frozen? We're good. We're good. Okay, so let's see what this is. Let's read one here. And some of these are similar to other ones we've asked, but we'll roll with it. Which book dramatically influenced your life? Okay, and we'll go with, and I'll keep an eye over here. I gotta move my lappy over just a little. I don't have any space right here. So that I can kind of just glance up and see chat rather than turn my head. Okay. I want this fair as thin as I can possibly make these. It's the thin Posca as it is, but I want it even as thin as I can get it. Like I'm barely touching it with even the side. And just kind of flicking it on there. I want these as thin as can be. Janet, Dick, and Jane. Really, Jana? Is that what you learned to read on? I think that's what I learned to read on, Dick and Jane. Did you ever have in school, in elementary school, and I don't remember what it stood for, the SRA? The SRA, they have a box of, you'd have a box of reading material, a little booklet. I think you'd get a booklet and a card, and the booklet was the story, and then the card was the questions, and you had to go up to the SRA box and grab you a booklet to read and a card. It was called SRA. Again, I don't remember what it stood for. And you had levels, and the smartest kids were already at like up to level 12 and 13 and all that. You had it, Susan? You adored what? You adored Dick and Jane, or you adored SRAs? Picola loved SRAs, yeah. And so some of the, I wasn't the smartest kid in the room, but I wasn't like down at the bottom. So I would think that, and I'm not going to get into all that, but I felt, for the kids that like, they try to hide their SRAs because they didn't want anyone to know what level they were on. That was the first book you thought of. Oh, well, yeah, don't tax your brain, Janet. Don't do any heavy thinking there, Janet. Let's just go with Dick and Jane. Oh, eyes are watering. You had SRAs though, Janet, too? Okay. Button liked the house at Pooh Corner. Bryn liked Winnie the Pooh as well. Her first library experience by yourself. Oh, Susan said, my first grade teacher made a deal with me. If I sat still and finished my work, I could go to the SRA box. Oh, that's cool, Susan. Yes, a lot of y'all remember SRA, the box of SRA. I would love to get, wouldn't you love to come across one like at a yard sale or something? I mean, like a teacher might have had an old SRA, getting rid of an SRA. I haven't looked for one. I bet you could find them on eBay. We'll have to look just out of curiosity. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be fun for us to do some SRAs here? I would do it. I would read some SRAs out loud and see, I don't know how detailed I want to get here. I'm getting really detailed. I'm not sure I want to go with this route, but I'm almost committed to it now, because I'm liking the way the white Posca looks. Thank you, Connie. You've forgotten what it was called. Yeah. How did I remember it? I don't know. I guess because I liked it so much. SRA, that was a big part of my childhood. Right, Susan? Uh, Susan, because she got the treat to go to the SRA box when she got. Yeah, because, I was not one to sit still either. I don't know if Mom's watching today, but I can tell you, I got a lot of U's. Because back then it was SI, like S was satisfactory, I was in, I think needs, or was it in? I think it was I. It needed improvement, and U was unsatisfactory. I got a lot of unsatisfactories in sitting still. Did you get a lot of U's too, Susan Ribbons? Mother-in-law was reading teacher but did not have a box. I would buy one for sure. I know, right? We'll have to look. CBC, did you find? And now I can't go to the link CBC, but I think CBC found a SRA image. She has image searching, so she may have found one. Yes, she brought me in more boxes once she finished one to keep me sitting still. Yeah. So yeah, I got a lot of unsatisfactories. I could not sit still either. Nowadays, we'd all probably, half of us would be, you know, 80, 80D or whatever. We can't sit still. Um, Susan said, yes, I sat in the second row right in front of the teacher. Yeah. I am barely touching this, guys. I am like, I have the lightest touch, like I'm barely touching. And you see these nice little thin lines I'm getting with this fine point? It's so awesome. I mean, I could sit here all day in the rain and just draw feathers all stinking day long. And I just might. Oh, well, let me check my time for us though. Oh, we've only been here an hour and a half, so we can sit here and draw feathers for another hour. I was teacher. Kay Moore said I was teacher's pet, so I never got in trouble. All through your elementary school, did you have the same teacher, or were you just a suck up, Kay Moore? No, just kidding. I'm so kidding. I love teasing you guys. I hope y'all know that it's just teasing. I don't know. After probably third grade, all I wanted to do was read. I like math okay because it's up until algebra, because then nobody could explain it to me. But I always loved reading, and I mean I just love reading. If the teachers would let me, I would just sit in class and read, 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 read all day. SRI Science Research is SRI stands for Science Research Associates Inc. from Chicago. Okay, Dragon. That must have been the what was it? What would have been equivalent of today? We were experimented on. Just face it, we were the experiments. All 12 years of school year, the teachers came on. That's hilarious. I believe you too. I really do. I'm just loving the way I'm barely touching this. Now, of course, like I said, you'd want to make sure this was 100% dry before you started trying to go over wet ink. There goes the thunder. What do y'all think? Am I doing too much? Is it looking like too much fluff and too much? I don't know. I might be overdoing. It can go either way here. This could really go overkill on the individual little feather fronds or whatever you want to call it. But the Poscas go over the ink, but remember the pencil doesn't like the ink because it has a sheen to it. It's not shimmery, it's got a sheen. And pencils don't like sheen. Susan said I was okay after 4th grade. Zeely said James and the Giant Peach. Fell in love with books right then and there. You must be pretty young, Zeely. I'm not sure how old is James and the Giant Peach? I don't even remember my girls reading that. The grandkids, yes, but not my daughters. It's a subsidiary of IBM. I did not know that, Dragonfly. Ustream is owned by IBM. Y'all know that, right? Now it was bought out by IBM. You think he's okay? All right, but I mean, I think I might be overdoing the little feather wisps, but it's so fun. I'm just like enjoying the process so much. I'm not even thinking about, well, this might not look so good at the end. At the end of the day, this may not look so good, but I'm kind of rolling with it now, right? I could have a few less thick feathers back in the background there. But it's just like, it's very soothing just to hold this thin Posca and it's practically rolling off the pen, you know what I mean? It's just nice. It's a nice vibe. You were 8 then? Yeah. So you're a little bit younger than my girls. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a little bit older than my girls. Sorry, I read that wrong. You're a little bit older than my girls. Not too much. Hey, Aaron. Mountain Dreamer. I said hi to Mountain Dreamer. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Kat just put another link in there. Don't tell me Amazon sells SRA, Kat, because I can't go look at the link now. Do they? Susan's going to beat me to buying it now. Unless it's like an arm and a leg. I don't know. Third-party seller selling SRA for like $5,000. I don't know. No, Ustream is free, Annie. It's free to stream, but you do not get HD quality. We do not get HD quality here for free. You have to pay them if you want HD quality. There's other platforms that will pay you, but no. I've just been on Ustream, like Paula and some of the other ones for 8 years. And so it's like home, it's like, I don't know. And then I upload them to YouTube, though. But some of us have been here 7, 8 years. It's like, I don't know, you feel like you run away from home. Now, if it got really bad or something, there's always extenuating circumstances. But like as it is now, I mean, I could still do some live other shows like live YouTubes and stuff like that. But my streaming, I just like streaming here. Yeah. Okay, so Susan said an SRA 1961 on eBay is 100. I wonder if is that a complete box? I guess you wouldn't have any way of knowing. I'm sure it's been opened, so it's probably not an unsealed SRA box, right? And I am kind of every now and then coming over here and making sure the tip of my Posca is clean, not picking up any acrylic dust or whatever. See, now these feathers here, I want to look more feather, like a shape of a feather. These are kind of like, I'm just kind of imagining them as little fluffy fronds, little bitty like baby feathers kind of thing where they're fluffy. Whereas these feathers over here, I'm making them more um, exact. See, like this one. Oh, I don't know. Well, we can have HD now, Picola, if we want to pay for it. Are they coming out with free software for us? We can have HD now if we buy it, but it's not. It's very expensive. Remember, Ustream streams NASA. I don't think they need us. Let's be honest here. Ustream doesn't need us, right? They're sorted by grades, 3 or 5 to 6. Yeah, because I think it was skipped grades. I don't think every grade had SRA. I was thinking fourth grade had it though, but maybe I'm wrong. Because somehow fourth grade stuck in my head for SRA. Well, Pacola, then it must be free because I know Jean's not going to pay for. She's not going to pay for HD, so it must be free. It's not an option right on our window right now, so I'll have to look into that. Oh, I'll go for HD any day. Dee Dee, did you get stamps from Hobby Lobby? Which stamps? Rubber stamps? Postage stamps? What stamps, Annie? Um, well, it's true, right, Mac? Yeah, Susan, I remember it as a fourth grade as well. But, my memory could be a little faulty on that issue. All right, as you can hear, Hubster's home, hopefully with a new coffee pot. He uses a Keurig, so he does, he's getting it for me. And like I said, I just use the really inexpensive, not even digital, just turn the button on, turn off, no timer, no nothing, just a plain old Mr. Coffee. I don't care if it has any features at all. Brew, brew, brew. That's all I care about you, Mr. Coffee. Oh, postage, yes, Hobby Lobby. Let me show you what it looks like. We haven't used them in a while because we got so many things. This is what the package looks like. This is for the worldwide. There's also a pack of, I think it's 500 US. And it's only like $6 or $7 for the, and I mean, it's jam packed in there. Look, literally all these. These are all, these were all in this pack for about $7. Use a coupon, get it for, $4 or something like that. Yeah. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby, and over in the hobby section, the coin collecting, stamp collecting, it's over in that section. Pacola. After SRAs, there was a series of small hardcover history books we had to read. I don't remember that, Pacola, but I would probably remember it by a name, like SRA or something like that. Was it SRA related? Sorry. Sorry. I know. See, I think I've gone way overboard on this, really. I lost all the. See, look, this to me looks cool. I've gone way over. I almost want to paint this out. I don't know. But I just got in the groove. I got into the process vibe of it, the feel of doing this, that I just kind of might have just went overboard here. We'll leave it, but yeah, I think I just kind of went overboard on this. But now you can see what it looks like with a lot of white. Not SRA related. Okay. Dorothy's in the UK. Today I noticed that for the first time in many weeks, I can now click on older videos. Oh, okay. Older videos you have on this page and get them to play. Okay. I don't think I've ever had a problem watching old videos. All right, let me back up. On my laptop. I know people cannot watch or couldn't up till maybe now, on like iPad. You couldn't watch recordings on iPad or on devices. So I do know that. So maybe they fixed that. Maybe you can watch recordings now on the devices. Because I don't ever try to do that. I watch it all on Lappy. Because I want a big screen, when I'm watching videos. Put the Posca away. I can't put it away. Don't make me. put the put the put the Posca down and step away. I think my mailman just went by. I'll do a few more here on the feathers, then I'll go over to his face. Because I did want to do some more on his face here. But I want y'all to see what can be done. I want y'all, because no one's going to copy this exactly. Y'all, this isn't like a tutorial on how to do this. I mean, I'm showing you techniques and stuff. And you can use those techniques to do your own thing. Make your own rooster, and you got the idea, but you don't, the blue Poscas are not the right blue. The blue Poscas are too cerulean and too navy, if you will. This is gray. It's not going to match, if you will. So now Hub's just going to make me some coffee. I'll have to run the water through to clean it, make sure the, pot's clean. I do not think you went overboard. It looks cool. Okay. When I back out, we'll be able to tell more. Where'd my juice go? There it is. So, but you can see where we're going, right? I think what I'll just do is some of these top feathers, like this one, and maybe one more. And all the under feathers could stay dark. Actually, should have done that up here. And I still might go back and paint some of those back out. I don't know. But, okay, so now you see how we're doing the feathers. But it needs some right in here, too, see? Just a couple. Because it looks cool. And one or two right there. See, if you keep it subtle and just do a couple, it's more effective. It's more drama. You know, it's much more dramatic if you just do a few like that, you know, instead of like that. That was like, we just went crazy right there. Do your hands ever hurt after doing? No, no. Oh, I will tell you this. I was deleted, and you wouldn't think it would. I could draw all day long. Now, if I'm doing anything with pressure, like if I was doing any, say, clay or something like that, then yeah, I'm sure it would. But I'm not, but just repetitive motions usually doesn't bother me. And I'll make this exception because it's funny you say that. Because yesterday I was going through my phone and I had about 3,000 pictures on my phone. And I've got unlimited, you know, I've got tons of storage. So that's not the issue. And by the way, Jean, if you're listening, I bought more cloud. Jean, I did it for you, Jean. I bought more cloud. Um, but anyway, I was going through my pictures and just getting rid of stuff I didn't want. I deleted 8, and I was just sitting there watching something on TV, and all I was doing was scroll, click, done. Click, scroll, click, done. You know, it was repetitive though, you know, deleting. I deleted 800 and something pictures, and my arm hurt. I mean, I was just doing this, you know, with my hand on, you know, deleting some pictures on my phone. My whole arm hurt and it could have been partly because I was laying down doing it or something. It might have been the way I was laying down but my arm hurt after I deleted 800 pictures. I was like, what? How does that happen? But it did. But normally just already not, because I art all day. You know, it doesn't bother me. The book series was called Childhood of Famous Americans. Oh, okay, Pacola. It doesn't sound familiar, but I loved biographies as a kid, and when I'd go to the school library and check books out, it was always biographies in elementary school. History, biographies. I loved biographies. And then probably junior high, I probably 12-ish, 13-ish, I started getting into sci-fi. And I read everything sci-fi. Heinlein was my favorite. So I love sci-fi and spy novels. Like I read James Bond when probably 12. Read all the James Bond. Then there was another one. He's called Nick Carter. It was like a James Bond, but it's called Nick Carter. And I don't remember where I got because those wouldn't have been. I don't. Maybe they would have been in my junior high library, but I just can't imagine where I would have got the books. They're paperback, all paperbacks. You know. But I read all the spy novels and back then, which was real sci-fi, not fantasy sci-fi, but like science sci-fi, time travel and all that. Mousing, yeah. See, I don't you'd be surprised how little I use my mouse. I mean, I don't. I'll go on to watch something while I'm arting, and it's there for a couple hours or whatever. I'll jiggle the mouse so the computer doesn't go to sleep, or check my mail or something. But I'm not using my mouse all day. I don't do digi work, you know. So, I'm not doing a lot on the computer other than watching. Okay, I want two more feathers maybe right in here. And then that'll be all the feathers. See, just a couple in there. And then after this, I'm going to go get me something to eat, hang out with the hubster for a little bit. He's feeling better today, but he's still coughing. Okay. All right, so let's go up to the face. Let's do a little around his eye and stuff. What Cat say? And now have to. What happened? You had carpal tunnel surgery, and now you have to have more surgery done, Cat? For the carpal tunnel? See, I went to the white Posca, so now I'm having fun with that. I started out with black. Hubster's having a field day with that garage. Or it's loud. It is loud. Because it's literally right under me. My room here is above the garage. So, yeah. All right, let's put a little bit of highlight here. So now I want to play with the white. And I started out wanting to do it with black. Now I'm doing white detail. Which that's okay. It looks cool too, but that's not what I intended to do at first. But maybe it was just meant to be. Because it's so much fun. I just want to kind of make sure I clean the tip off here every now and then. So anyway, getting there, guys. Now I think I want, since we're going with the white, let's go ahead and put in some of the whitey little feathers. Not the wattle feathers, I don't know, chest feathers. And I don't really even think it needs this because the drippage was supposed to be the detail. I don't know. It's a little play. I know you can't get the paper, but is there a paper that's... Yeah, this is like it's like a light Bristol, but if you're just going to do something like this to play, the kids' poster boards that you can get for like $2, the huge sheets, just use that. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I don't know what you get. I mean, I see them all. I see them at the grocery store, but they're all in Hobby Lobby and Michael's. In the kids. I think it's in the kids section. But anyway, this has been fun, and I hope y'all got some ideas for the ink dripping. And I'll back out and show you some of the other ones I'm working on before we go. See, now I just want to keep adding white detail instead of black detail. Not sure I want to go with this, but it's been fun. All right, so let's back out. Okay. The only one, this drip right here, I just don't like it looking like there's something dripping off his head, like, I don't want it to look like blood dripping off his head, but I think the whole effect makes it not look like that. Maybe. I don't know. But there's some play there. Where's the lid to this? Here it is. Before I knock this over. There we go. Sorry, that was kind of loud. I put the lid back on that box of trivia cards. I understand. I just large poster board sheets. Are your Posca pens ultra fine? Yes. Connie sent these to me for my birthday, and this is the one. This is the fine point. It is the fine point. And I was using the black and the black and the white here. Okay, so let me show you some of the other posters that we're working on. And I got piles of collage all around me because I'm doing even more with those. But let me get this stack here. So here's the one we worked on Monday. And this one we use the Jane Davenport napkins. And it is, look, see how it kind of warps? But it's not hard to like flatten it back out. You just kind of roll it. Whoa, come back here, people. Come back here. Sit on the floor. It's easy enough to just kind of roll it out, and you can flatten it out. It's not a big deal. I just haven't taken the time to do it with all the ones that we did on Monday. So you can flatten them back out fairly well. Okay. Love the Rooster. Looks like he's wearing knickers. Well, that's kind of how their legs look, and then their feet. See, I didn't have enough room. So technically speaking, if I had done, fit him in here right. Okay, here, let's move this paper away. Too much going on. His legs would be probably about this long, and then his feet, his little. Would be something like this, So if we would have had room, that's what that would have looked like. But we ran out of room. Okay, so anyway, all right. So this is the Jane, we're still in process. And again, what I want to do with this is I want to paint all this in, paint around it, play with it. Here's the peacock feathers, working on that. And I know they look like they're crying. They're going to be singing eventually. Here was another sample one that I did with the Jane Davenport and the that color book with the, where's the book? What did I do? What was right? Where was it? What did I do with it? Oh. This color book with all these organic drawings by Ernst Haeckel from the book that we got at Hobby Lobby for $2. That's what these are. So I got that. Oh, well, and here's the big poster. I'm still working on this one. This is still in. Now, this is not ink. This is all acrylic paint. These are all the acrylic ink drips because we're trying to do stuff with the inks that we bought. This is one I'm just working on. That's all acrylic paint and collage. Same for this one. This is the one I did last week. We just painted the elephant And then other than the feathers, you don't, in the clock here, the watch, you don't see too much left of the collage. Everything else is paint. So here's some more that are in progress. This is in progress. My giant octopus and giant jellyfish. These are all just jellyfish there. This is probably going to be flowers. Not sure what I want this one to be. I think this one is going to be more peacock feathers, trees. Here's where we took the trees a little further. And this is all with the drippy stuff. See? So these are just playing with the different colors. And then here's where I started gluing some more of those on there. So that's all the things we got in progress going on. Just from the inks and the posters. I'm calling them pips. Posters in progress. That just tickles me. But anyway, so yeah, but I do want to work on this one some more. And I do like the rooster. He's a little further along. Oh, and here's one that's just like, this is from the Abandoned Calendar, the Abandoned Places Calendar. Started working on this one. So that's as far as I got on that one. And I think that's all. I showed the other posters. I've already rolled those up and put them away. Yes, exactly, Button. You like my pips? Thanks, Prisma. So anyway, yeah. So Paula's the one that guessed this. And so I should just take a picture of it and make some little cards out of this when I'm done. But yeah, Paula guessed that it was going to be a rooster when it just had drips. No rooster shape to it at all. But thanks, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And I hope y'all enjoyed the little book chat we had previous to this one on some of the ancient America books and stuff. And I have the 4 art books coming in tomorrow and Friday. So on Monday, I'll show art books. So yeah. Oh, you bought a pack of poster board at Walmart. There are 5 pages in the package. See, I'm the ones I'm talking about, Wendy. Well, that's fine if they're this size. The ones I'm talking about are twice this size because this is cut in half. This is a cut in half sheet, but I'm talking about the kids' poster board. It's about twice this size, and you buy it by the sheet for $2 or something. And yeah, so get that just to test some on. You don't have to do it that big. Like I said, I cut these in half. Other than the little angel one, the little cherub, other than that one, which is really big, these are half sheets of my paper. Thanks, guys. Just from the drips. Yeah, so anyway, you can practice, play. I mean, you don't have to do a big, just, all right, here, let me do one real quick. Hang on. Let's just find if I have a piece here. Okay, so let's just cut this. Let's just cut this one in half. Let's even do a half of this. Real quick. Just real quick. Oh, you know what I'll do? Well, I was going to say I'd do a giveaway, but I don't know if I have enough mod help here to do a giveaway. Okay, is that 2 sheets or is that 1? Okay. Can even do, let's just cut this in half. Let's do it even smaller. And I'm not measuring. And even though they're rough edges, I don't care about the rough edges because I trim them down anyway. But let's see. Let's go with about, I'm not even sure what this is. I'm thinking of getting it in an envelope. So even if you just did some odd sizes, let me get a piece of, you don't have to do big, huge posters. But to use your inks. So let's go with, here, we haven't used any of this nice turquoise. Let's go with turquoise, black, and red. No, let's go with yellow. Let's just go with these 3 colors. That'll be pretty. Or orange even. Yeah, that's orange. Okay, let's go with orange, red, and blue. Or turquoise. All right, so I'm just going to put a drop here. And I do want to put the caps on because I'll be the first to knock them over. And just a little red. Okay, take your water bottle. Spritz, 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 spritz. Like this. Drip. Add a little bit more water to make it run even more. See? Look. You can just do something with something this small. Okay, Janet says she'll help. Okay, but I got to make sure they're going to fit in envelopes. I can't get too crazy. I sent out a lot of happy mail last time. So let's see. Let's make them. Let's do postcards. And I think I already have some up here cut. Let's see. Well, I thought I had some postcards cut. I know I do. I just not able to put my hand on them. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna cut these down. So what you can do is if I'll do 2 giveaways and 2 postcards to each one. I'm just gonna cut them down approximately. So there's 2 there, and I gotta make sure they fit, guys. It's ridiculous shipping. So if I can get them in some envelopes, you know what I mean, Vern? Okay. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so, and how it works, this is how the giveaways work. And I'm going to let somebody go over and pick a random person off of YouTube for me in a minute, too. So let me do 3. I'll do 2 for people here, and I'll do 1 for somebody on YouTube. And that's provided the person on YouTube. I've given things away on YouTube, and they never get back to me. So, you know, it is what it is. I can't chase people down. I leave them a message on YouTube. I'll say, you want something? If you want it, message me back. If they don't message me back, you know, nothing I can do about it. So anyway, I'll do 3 sets here. And I'm going to do them the same. Hang on, that's Denise calling. Hang on. Hey, niece, what's up? What? What? Oh, I don't know. I'll call you back. Oh, I think she. Okay, I don't know. She wanted something. I think she's trying to call her dad. Okay. My art has feet. Use clean paper for the leftover drips and maybe. Yeah, I don't have time to save all this bits. I don't have time for that. I don't have a place to put it. Let's put it that way. Okay, so I'm going to let's do 2 different kinds. So I'm going to do, and you just need a drop, because when you add the water. So we'll go with the same colors that I just did a minute ago. Let's do the teal, the red, and the yellow-orange here. And it may be more than I'm sure it's more than I need. Okay, so I'm going to spray them down, spray them down, spray them down. And we'll drip and just spray a little more. See, look how cool that looks. And whoever gets them has to make their own art out of it. But it's just little samples. You can, you know. And you can make these yourself. I mean, really, come on, you know. But I'm being nice. I'm going to do giveaway. Okay, so there's those 3. So there's that. And now let's do 3 different colors. Let's do a blue. So how the giveaways work is when I type in go. Don't do it now. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. I think I'll just go with blue and yellow on this one. I think that might end up making a green. We'll see. Yeah, let's go with that. There we go. So those look pretty cool, don't you think? Yeah, like they can be little clusters of trees. These blue ones, these could be peacock feathers. They can be flowers with flower stems. I want to add a little bit more red to that, though. That's not very vibrant. I think it needs more red. So let me add a little bit more red to those. Then And let me see, Janet, or Janet's going to help here. Suze, are you here? Could you go over to YouTube, either Janet or Suze, and pick on my last video, and I have no idea who any of these are. On my last video, pick the, say, 6th person that commented, and skip my comments. So, skip my comments. And the 6th person that commented on YouTube, whoever that is. Does that sound good? Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, I'm going to do 3 sets here. So, 1, 2. So, 3 giveaways. Let me get my paper towel here because it's got kind of drips. Yeah. Clean this up a little. There we go. I don't know if anybody wants this, but I think it's kind of fun. It's fun. It was kind of fun to me. All right. So, no, not today's video. Yesterday's video, Suze. I don't think today's video is not up yet. So, comments on Monday's video, on the last video on YouTube, the 6th comment. I'm just picking random guys, so. And then, now by the time somebody sees this video, other people have probably commented on that video. So don't go over there and go, the 6th person was so-and-so. Well, at the time of this making of this video, the 6th person is whoever Sue says it is. So, just saying, people, just saying. Okay, so I'll wait a second for Suze to tell me, and then and so how the giveaways work here is you put in a number between 1 and 100. I'll do random.org, and the two people closest without going over will get a set. Because I've made 3. Let me just dry them for a second while we're sitting here waiting on Suze. And if you do feel like it, if you make something out of it, trees, feathers, flowers, whatever, then, let us know. Okay, Scotty Allen. Okay, I know her from YouTube. Facebook. I know her from Facebook. So, okay, that's Scotty Allen. Okay, so she's going to get 1. Facebook and YouTube. She's on YouTube. That's where Suze picked her. But I know her from Facebook. Okay, so Scotty Allen's going to get 1. Okay, so then y'all get ready. When I type in go, then you can put in a number between 1 and 100 for these other 2 sets. The 2 people closest without going over. Okay. Okay, and while y'all are doing that, I'm going to bring up random.org. I'll give y'all a minute. I'll keep drying while y'all are putting in numbers. I'll probably throw in a paper clip or, some of the little rag flags or something too. So you see numbers going by, put in a number. I'm going to put in stop in a minute, so get crack-a-lacking, people. You see numbers, so you know it's time. So if you don't make it, you have plenty of time. Did you throw in chicken feet? No, I'm not throwing in any chicken feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Stop. Okay, so now let me take off the light lock. Hang on. All right, random.org. Let's make it big. There's the number generator right there, and we're going to generate one number and the two people. So I'm going to generate 36. Can y'all see that? 36. The two people closest to 36 without going over. 36. Okay? So, got my stuff ready here. Chicken feet. 36. Two people closest to 36. And like I said, I'll throw in some little rag flags or something too, because these can all fit in an envelope. Whatever I can fit in an envelope is good. So, yeah. I hope y'all had fun today and enjoyed playing with some ink spritz drips. And I got a mess to clean up, but that's okay. Dot and Bryn. Okay, Dot and Fluffy Bryn. Bryn 47 is Fluffy, right? Because I have her address, unless she's moved. You haven't moved, have you, Bryn? So Bryn, I call her Fluffy. She's been around for like 7 years too. You just want the chicken feet. Okay, Dot and Fluffy Bryn. Dot's in the UK, Bryn's in Texas. I guess you haven't moved, have you, Bryn? If you've moved, Bryn, you need to let me know, because I'm sending this to your old address that I've had for 7 years. Okay, you haven't moved. Okay, so there we go. So there's our girl's gonna get a little, and like I said, I'll throw in rag flag paper clip things or something else. So yeah. Okay, thanks guys. Well, y'all have a great day. Thanks so much. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Dorothy. Tee hee. Okay, guys. Bye.